Jace Denman for Flag Family Media. I'm here with Dragon Women's forward, Terryn Johnson. Terryn, a split weekend. You had a pretty dominant victory the one night. Not quite so much on the second night. So what did you kind of learn about your team, and what are your thoughts on last weekend's set of games?
I think we learned a lot on both ends of that weekend because we played some of our best basketball that we played this season against Augustana. So that's pretty cool to see how high ceiling can be. But then we turned around and, we had kind of a disappointing game on Saturday. But at the same time, we're not a team that's going to hang our heads on it. We're going to see that as a weakness and turn it into one of our strengths so that, teams won't want to play zone against us.
Yeah. When it comes to that was obviously what Wayne wanted to do. They wanted to pack the lane, have 2 and even 3 bodies on you, not allow you to kind of maybe even facilitate from that low post. So when you look back at that game, is that really a teachable moment, like you said, so that way maybe teams don't want to go against that zone? Because you do have some good 3-point shooters on this roster. You just weren't kind of hitting them in that fourth quarter. So what can you take away from that game to be able to help you guys be better against the zone?
I think that Wayne game is a great tool for us. We have a whole coaching staff who can help us learn from it. I know I've been working with Swen, and she's been kind of showing me the gaps and what I can and can't do, because when you're in the middle of it and you see people all around you, sometimes it's kind of hard. But Swen is so knowledgeable in that area where she's able to help me out. And our shooters, they're just got to keep shooting the ball. They're gonna hit. And it was just an off game for us, and I think that we can learn from it and just keep working on our game and not get brought down by that.
Right. And I think when it comes to shooting, especially when teams want to play zone, you have to, like you said, you have to keep shooting. You got to shoot it with confidence, because obviously the old saying is you're going to miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So you got to be able to take those. I knew that we were taking them at times, but obviously some nights it's just tough. What was the most frustrating part about that fourth quarter? Because obviously you guys it became just a grind to try and get some shots up in that fourth quarter. Weren't able to make any. So how did you guys keep at least fighting through that zone and fighting in that fourth quarter to try at least give yourself a chance to win?
The most frustrating part was definitely because we could all feel that we weren't playing our game.
Right.
And I think we've been pretty good this season about playing our type of basketball. So kind of being knocked off onto our heels that fourth quarter was something different for us. But we're a team that doesn't like to lose. And, we've shown time after time that we'll fight until the last buzzer goes off. So, and I think that's something that's going to come and pay off in the end of the season. So
what was the little bit of the difference? I mean, I would assume that Augustana played more man-to-man defense, etc. So what was the difference on Friday night then? Was it just kind of getting out and having that space rather than a team packing the lane then?
I think that definitely made a difference. I think our matchup was better. Wayne had 2 very big posts in the paint in their zone, so that's hard to go against at any height. So I think that made it really difficult on us, and just recognizing what side the 2 bigs were on and maybe attacking the other side is something that an adjustment that we'd make if we match up with them again. But I think, like you said, Augustana played more man, and I think we're a very tough team to defend in man, so that's why a lot of people do go to zone.
Yeah, and Wayne did have a lot of size. They had a very long one of their forwards, and obviously Van Donker's had basically a season high and everything. So I mean, that's tough. When you look at this weekend's matchup, Southwest Minnesota State, you've got University of Sioux Falls. What types of teams are those 2 teams from what you guys have been able to see during film study this week?
I mean, they're both very aggressive teams. They can both shoot the 3 ball, but they're also looking to run. And Southwest typically has always been the dribble drive. So I think they're good matchups for us. It's a different type of basketball than we've been playing against. So I think we just have to make those adjustments. Both are going to be tough games, but both are winnable. And it's always good to get 2 wins on the road, and that's what we're going down there to do.
Well, James and I will be there for Saturday night's matchup against Sioux Falls. What's it going to take to get a victory against Sioux Falls this weekend that we'll be covering?
I think just going back to what we do well. We turn the ball over way too much this weekend, so going back to taking care of the ball, out-rebounding our opponents, and then just doing the little things. I think Friday we shared the ball very well. I think that was one of the best we've played together as a team, so I think if we keep that playing together as a team and just hit some shots, I think we're a tough team to beat.
It's been a while since I talked with you. Obviously, Aubrey Morrison has made her impact on the rotation. Obviously, Grace Massacoy has provided some sparks at times. Obviously, you still got Ashton Shafransky as a sophomore. The evolution of Kaylin Kelly out there, and then obviously getting Abby Berge back. So when you look at your teammates, you're the senior leader this year. So when you see some of those younger players either growing or developing or coming back from an injury, how nice has it been to see this team develop as the season's gone on?
It's been so awesome. I'm just so proud of every single one of them. You know, everyone has their own battles that you don't see when you're watching the game on the court. So to watch all my teammates just overcome all those and, you know, have their moments to shine, I'm so happy for all my teammates to see them succeed. And it's a really special group we have. I think we all mesh together very well. So I'm just very grateful to be a part of this team.
Oh, good. Well, obviously, continued success this weekend. Look forward to watching the games this weekend, and we'll be there, like I said, covering all the action in Sioux Falls on Saturday. So best of luck.
Thank you.
All right, this is Jace Denman for Flag Family Media, along with MSUM Dragon Women's Forward Terryn Johnson. We'll talk to you soon.